let's do this sunrise and we'll go step by step. I'm going to go a little bit technical this time and I'll be slow too. I think a lot of people complain that I talk too fast, so I'll be slow. Yeah, I come from New England, Boston. I think I'm okay. You talk fast. People are too slow here for me. Let's talk of epigenetics. What we believed or what we got taught was that who you are is based on your genetics. Now that is being debated. That who you are is based on the choices you made in life. You actually are not what your grandmother or your parents or your mom was. You are what you're eating, how you're exercising, what you're taking. Are you taking triangle of health? Are you using the skincare? All this adds up, and I'll show you scientifically on this. This is two twins born at the same time. We call monozygotic twins. What this science is finding out that the time at birth it's all the same, but at the end, 50 years later, you can see the difference between the two people. That is based on the choices they made. Another study I'll show you, a twin study which was done. This shows the chromosomes, 3 pairs, and shows the chromosomes after they have lived a 50-60 years of lifestyle. The differences on how much the damage to the DNA has been done is based on the choices these people made. So I'm trying to teach you is how to choose better, what Kyani is offering. Keep in mind the choices we make also include financial choices. Because I always say, financial stress can kill you before anything else. If you don't have the money, right? If you have the money, you can afford doctors like me. Otherwise, I will tell you. Keep in mind all this. Let's look at another thing. This is a fascinating study of honeybees. The difference between a queen bee and a regular bee, a worker bee, is what they eat. So, the queen bee, the bees which were fed royal jelly, which is higher in antioxidants, unique, it's more powerful with anthocyanins, they become queens. The bees which were fed regular bread, think that way. The people are eating bread and butter, jelly, butter and all these, macaroni and cheese. Do you think they have the potential of becoming the king and queens? No. This is a fascinating study. So for our, I see a lot of leaders who are women and distributors here, the future leaders. Do you want to be a queen bee or you want to be a worker bee? That's the choice. And that is what Kyani health-wise provides you. Not only financially, but also provides you that choice. This is a fascinating study, and the different type of honey which was given to them was based on the amount of antioxidants. The better the antioxidants that bees which ate that, had a better chance of becoming queen bees. Epigenome. This is another one which explains you the bridge which connects who you are and with your genetics is based on the choices you took nutritionally, financially, and also the exercise, all these lifestyles. That makes the genetic, if you look at it on the bottom one, you can be a physically fit guy, or you can have a phenotype which is more obese or bad. So, a lot of time doctors are actually blaming that is the genetics. Genetics are obese, or genetics are diabetes. That's not true scientifically. You can have parents or grandparents who have diabetes, who have obesity and all that, but you can make proper choices and you don't have to go that way. Now I introduce you nutrigenomics. Nutrigenomics is a new term which we are using, which means basically the integration of genetics along with the nutrition. Improve health to preventative disease through tailored diet and lifestyle. This is an established medical term now, nutrigenomics. And that is one of the things when I was designing these products, when I put all these formulations together, I actually think of, does it do methylation? Does it support this way? Does it support the gene expression? That has to be understood. I never discussed this in detail, but now I think with the skincare we are all excited about what you put in, that's what comes out. So to support that externally, you'll have to take care of the internal model. It's very simple. Let's look at the role of, in nutrigenomics, role of diet. Hamburgers, fries and cola provide significantly less folate, B12, zinc, choline, betaine, methionine than a diet of salmon, broccoli and spinach. So people are eating that fast food and people are eating the other healthy food. When you're in your teens or young age, it looks okay, but it catches up. 30 or 50 or 60 years old guy who had healthy choices and the person who didn't take healthy choices will be absolutely obvious. Another role of diet affects the nutrients of the DNA. Methylation depends on genes in question and whether the target cell is normal or abnormal. In a simplify, all it means is the diet which you eat has certain vitamins, minerals. These are cofactors which make how your body provides each cell how to be healthy or how to make them integrate. If you are choosing the right way, you can use anything on the face, it won't matter. I can guarantee you. So that is why it's important that you're choosing all the ingredients in the Sunrise, specifically from the superfruits, the vitamins that they have been added. So your DNA, when it expresses itself, it expresses in a healthier way, not in a normal cell. Now, most of the doctors, they want to know, but there is a study which show most people, this is a fact from the JAMA, Journal of American Medical Association. Most people do not consume an optimal amount of all vitamins by diet alone. It appears prudent for all adults to take vitamins. Most of the doctors are ignorant on that it is the official policy that people should be taking daily vitamins, people should be taking daily fish oils, people should be taking extra vitamin E because it's not sufficient in our diets. Its deficiencies are there. Kyani Sunrise, nutrigenomically designed superfood. This is very important. So people who want to take pictures can take it. A nutrigenomically designed superfood enriched with vitamins, trace minerals, antioxidants, flavonoid, polyphenols, proanthocyanidins to maintain healthy skin. Designed that. We never talked of skin before. The skin is your largest organ. 11 miles of, if you look at the circulation, it's 11 miles of vessels. To deliver all these nutrients, that's where the concept of nitrotoxic comes in. That's what Dr. Burke talked about, increasing circulation. But now you can start using this terminology, nutrigenomically designed Sunrise. Good? This is some research. I want to show you discovering the link between nutrition and skin aging, Journal of Dermatology. So there's a lot of research available which shows how your skin is, and the dermatologist, Dr. Haley, can ask people, she can tell. Skin is a part of the diagnosis, the lifestyle they have. What do they eat? Or is it oily skin, dry skin? Can be easily figured out. Premature skin aging and discoloration, oxidative stress and inflammation play a major role. We are bombarded day to day with artificial environment, sun, ultraviolet. I don't want to go into detail, but the previous doctors discussed that. All that creates a lot of free radicals in the system within our bodies, and the organs start aging. And skin is part of that organ. So you can tell people have gone through a lot of stresses in life, it shows up on their face, right? Face tells the history. So that is what is part is the lifestyle they lead. Plant flavonoids, why we talk about blueberries, what is the benefit internally, not only to external application. Dr. Haley has covered in detail, let's talk internally. Plant flavonoids which are anthocyanidins, found in vital acid blueberry, reduce inflammation, vasodilatation, reduce swelling, so especially people with acne and all these conditions, helps with edema, people wake up with a puffiness and all that, reduce oxidative stress. Nutritional genomics I'll go through quickly. So basically, how your skin, how your body is showing right now is based on how you eat and what lifestyle you have chosen. Economics, including, I'm always plugging the economics model, absolutely. Look at the people with the, you are trying to make minimum wage. Shows on the face, shows on their bodies. Because they are not getting the right nutrients, they get into all these situations where it takes them down. Phytochemicals will be talked about. Let's cover a little bit what they do. This is a technical term, I'll simplify them. Enzyme inhibition or activation, modulation of transcription factors, nuclear receptors and gene expression, modulation of inflammatory responses, antioxidant action, cell cycle regulation, competition with endogenous substrates for receptors, modulation of cell signaling pathways. To simplify this slide, two things to remember. Nitric oxide is one of the key molecules, is the molecule of life, I call it, as a cell signaling molecule. That means it dictates every physiological function in the body, right? Now, how diet plays, because basically the environmental factors, when they get into the body, they attack the body, we use the term NF-kappa B. If they are medical profession, it's a nuclear kappa B. These factors, external factors, the lack of diet, triggers them, and then the NF-kappa B gets expressed. When it gets expressed, there is the inhibition part of it, it gets messed up by the environmental factors or the lack of proper nutrition, the lack of antioxidants. So when it starts expressing itself, then it's part of your gene, whether it will hit your lungs, whether it will hit your brain, whether you get joint pain, whether you get IBS. All these start a circle inflammatory conditions. So the key is to modulate that with the proper diet, with what you take. You need to show that it's modulated properly, and that is what the ingredients of these provide. Let's look at the OPCs. Because people are, it's a kitchen sink. When I put the Sunrise together, we have to put all these different superfoods, the best each country had to offer, from India to South America. And I picked up the ones which are higher in antioxidants, higher in anthocyanidins, higher in pro-anthocyanidins, all these. If you look at the OPCs, which is part of our product, it protects the skin from UV light. So now you have a double edge, so you have two swords to fight. You've got external application, which is protecting against the ultraviolet light, because Dr. Haley mentioned that. It's one of the biggest problems, ultraviolet light destroying our skin. And then you're taking internally something which is protecting you from the damage which is being caused. Reduces free radicals, restores sun damage, aging skin, helps strengthen the capillaries. Because the arteries, you see people's arteries break down, they start having vessels or rosacea, all these conditions, because they are low in anthocyanidins. So OPCs provide that. Let's look at polyphenol O, may help prevent degenerative condition, maintain healthy skin. Why Alaskan blueberry has the highest amount of polyphenols, which means they have the highest amount of antioxidants. This is a USDA government-funded study, which shows compared to regular blueberries, the wild Alaskan blueberries have the highest antioxidants. What it means, you have the more protection with that, to protect your skin, to protect your organs. With that, then you will have any other berry. But you combine it, amla berry, maki berry, you combine all these, you have a synergistic approach, which is very unique and it gives you much more advantage. Let's look at vitamin C. Vitamin C, we can't manufacture. Everybody knows the benefits of vitamin C. Good for immune system, it's actually good for collagen, it's good for skin health. This is added into our water because it's needed. Humans can't produce it. It's part of an evolutionary loss somewhere. We can't produce that. Such an essential ingredient. Let's look at vitamin C. Skin benefits, builds and maintains collagen. The connective tissue, how healthy it is, how the muscle tone is, a lot depends on the vitamin C. What about B2? I'm just going to go through quickly. These are all part of your sunrise. People People who have dry, scaly skin, they could be deficient in B2. So, B vitamins, you always take them combined together. You never take one higher because they compete with each other for the same receptors. So we added, so we have a comprehensive B vitamins in your Sunrise. It helps the scaly skin. So now you're going back, externally what you're applying, and internally you're giving it a support. Because the external structure is controlled by the foundation. If the foundation is weak, the beauty may look good, but it will fall apart. That is why internal and external has to be combined together. That has to be understood. It's all supported with each other. They are synergistic. B3. This is important for people. If they have a deficiency of niacin, they'll get dermatitis, skin condition. So it's part of it. So to give you a prevention effect. B6 pyridoxine. B6 actually I use a lot of time with the people with PMS. With the menstrual cycle, if you look at ask women, their skin breaks down before the period. Why? If they have a B6 deficiency can be caused by taking a long-term birth control pill. That can mess up B6. So when you take that, basically it's a deficiency, it will come out in the skin, acne and all that form. So we added those to support the skin, to support the acne process. Good. Biotin. Everybody's familiar with biotin. Key for metabolism, how shiny the hair looks like, how shiny the skin looks like, how beautiful the skin looks like. Biotin plays a major role. Para-aminobenzoic acid. This also added into a lot of these the screens and the sunscreens and all that. So that is one part. Internally is actually more essentially important. That's part of a formulation, protects against the sunburn. So people who will have less para-aminobenzoic acid, they will have a higher chance of getting skin cancer or skin problems. Trace minerals promotes, we have a very unique trace mineral combination. Basically all the 72 minerals are all included from the ocean-based model. We have trace mineral. Important for normalizing the pH, body cells so they can function better. If you talk to a dermatologist, Dr. Haley, she'll tell you the pH of the skin is very significant, how they mistreated. So that is important for all the organ functions. Minerals are important. They can play a cofactor role. That means to make the vitamins work better or to make things function, you need the minerals. Summary. Kyani is a unique nutrigenomically, that's the word I want you to start thinking, nutrigenomically designed blend of superfoods like Carlisle, Alaskan blueberries, enriched with vitamins, trace minerals and antioxidants to give you the benefits you're looking for. The last thing I want to say before I close, I like bonsai trees. I have a greenhouse which I collect bonsai trees. Everybody familiar with bonsai, right? They're beautiful, very unique. But if you look at them, the amount of care is needed. Not only externally you have to spray water, clip them and all that, but also imagine if you don't water the roots, it will die. Doesn't matter how much water you spray on it. So, think that way. The external application, when you're utilizing skincare, is what you're doing to make it look the way it is. Clipping, spraying, beautiful. But the triangle of health is what we call water the roots. If you're watering the roots properly, then you'll have a perfect plan what you're looking for. I wish you
Ladies and gentlemen,